Good morning, learners. Today we'll be seeing the next powerful library that is available in Python, which is known as Pandas. Okay, so I guess we have already, you already know this library. We have done programs based on Pandas in mathematics as well as in Python. So we'll just have a detailed view about this Pandas library. So, pandas is actually the short form of panel data, or you can also abbreviate it for Python data analysis, which was created in the year 2008 by Wes McKinney. And it is really very useful as for working with tabular data. It can be use can also make use in spreadsheets or in SQL tables. And why this pandas is really important is that it is mainly used in data science applications as well, because it, along with the NumPy library, can be combined to form a very powerful tool in data science. Not only that, the data produced by pandas is used in the plotting functions such as the matplotlib, then the scientific Python, then scikit-learn, and there are many other functions that utilizes this pandas. Now these are the important things that you can do with pandas, which is data set cleaning, merging, joining, visualization of data. Then the in higher dimensional object we can insert columns, we can delete from different data frames. Data frame is a new concept that you are going to learn in pandas. Then the data structures in pandas library are generally of two types. One is known as the pandas series and another one is known as the pandas data frame. So we'll just see what is a pandas series. So pandas series is a one dimensional labeled array capable of holding data of any type, which can be either integer, string, float, or any other Python objects. And the axes of these labels are collectively known as indices or indexes. Okay, so we'll just see how a series is being created. Now, before that, if you are not using this Anaconda Navigator, we can install pandas in your system by using the pip installation. So in the command prompt, you have to type like this, that is your directory space, then pip space install pandas, and if you are connected to the internet, it will directly download this pandas and install on it. And if you want to use this particular pandas that you have installed, you have to always go for the import keyword, import space pandas, and afterwards you can go for a keyword like import pandas as pd. Hereafter, then pd will be used as the keyword to access the pandas library. So we'll just see what is a series. Here is a series being created. So as I mentioned, series is nothing but a one dimensional array holding data of any type. It can be integer, then float or string, whatever it may be. So here the first thing that you are going to do here is you are going to import pandas library as pd. Then you are going to create a new array known as a equals 172. The values are being specified. Afterwards, you are going to create a series by using the object which is equal to pd.series or pandas.series. In the argument, we are going to pass the variable a equals 172 to the array. Okay, so what happens when you try to print this particular my variable? You'll be getting a value corresponding to the 0th index position as 1, a value to 1's index position as 7, and 2's index position as 2. So these values will be mapped. So the thing that you have to understand here is that the index positions are by default 0, 1, 2, and these values will go to the respective position, index positions. Next, we can also specify the labels here, but if you are not going to specify any sort of label, means if you simply go for the previous variable, that is my variable, and the zeroth element means it will just simply put the zeroth element, which is equal to 1. Even if you don't specify any labels, by default it will give you 0, 1, 2, 3 as the labels. Now if you want to create a label, this is how you do it. This two steps as you have already done, that is by import pandas spd. Then what you're doing is you'll be creating a variable, an array. Then you're going to create the series, and remember, when you create the series, this s is capital. The series first s will be capital, and you are going to create the series with the value a. You're passing the first argument a, and the second argument will be the label of the index, which is equal to xyz. So instead of that 0, 1, 2, now you got the names of the labels as x, y, and z. Now hereafter you are not going to put it as 0. If you want to access any particular element, you are going to specify the label name. So here the label name is specified inside the quotes, and you will be getting the corresponding output here. Now we can also go for the labels as just like the dictionary. So we'll just see how it is happening here. So here we are having a dictionary known as calories, day 1, day 2, day 3. So this is the key and this is the value. And here you're going to create the series with these array. So what happens here? By default, the zeroth value will go to, the zeroth value will be changed to day 1. By default it was 0, 1, 2, 3. So this 0 will be changed to day 1, 1 will be changed to day 2, and 2 will be changed to day 3, and the corresponding values will be written on the side. So this is how you have created a series, pandas series. Now if you want to specifically select only a few series elements, means that is also being done using the specification like this. You can include only those series, that is the index position, day 1 and day 2. Then in that case what happens is that the day 3 won't be displayed. Instead day 1 and day 2 will only be displayed here. Okay, next, this is yet another program that is used to create an empty series first, and then you are going to create the pass the elements to the particular series. The series is being created, next an empty series is being displayed. Then afterwards what happened, you're going to pass an pass a value data geeks, like that. So that will correspondingly go to 0th position, 1st position, 2nd position, 3rd position, and 4th position. And at the end you have displayed the complete series like this. So that is about a panda series. Next we are going to see what do you mean by a data frame. So panda series, as you know, it was simply a one-dimensional data. Now data frame is actually a table like structure which is having 2 dimensions. So that is actually what is known as a data frame. So this is how you create a data frame. So the data frame, the previous thing is almost same. You have this thing like a array here. Here it is like a dictionary. Now how to create a data frame is that you are using the keyword pd dot data frame, where it is in the camel case. This is known as camel case, where D is capital, F is capital. So you are using the camel case keyword pd dot data frame, and you are passing the data as the argument. And when you print it, you'll be getting the data frame like this. So here you can see multiple dimensions. So here 0th index position, you are having the name as well as the age. Okay, so the corresponding value will be mapped to the different elements of the data frame. Now this is where you have already done programs, which is by reading a CSV file. So reading this CSV file, people.csv, assumes that the people.csv is already there in the present working directory, isn't it? Or you have to specify the location here, like C users, your username, then the particular location where this particular file resides. This is how you normally record, read a CSV file in pandas. Now we'll just see some of the ways by which we can analyze the data frame. Now here we have creating or loading a data frame with different functions. So first function is known as the head. Head by default will show the initial rows. Suppose if you pass an argument like 5, 4 or 10, it will show the first 10 elements. Likewise, if you want to show only the last few elements, then you can go for the tail. Okay, and if you pass an argument, that many number of elements will be displayed in the tail. By default, the head and tail only shows the 5 rows, the first 5 rows or the last 5 rows. And info will give you the summary of the data frame. What are all the non-null entries? What are the column names? All these will be displayed in the info function. Now here is a program for you. So this program, you are going to create a data frame which contains three entities, that is a name, age and city. Next, the name contains these many elements, age contains this many elements and city contains this many elements. Now you have created the data frame. Now I hope you can visualize the data frame, how it looks like, isn't it? The data frame will look like multiple columns, and first column will be, first it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, then it will be like a name, next column will be age, and next column will be city. Now if you want to display just the first 3 rows, you can go for the df.head, the data frame that you have already created. Df.head means it will display the first 3 rows. Next, if you want to display only the last 2 rows, means you can go for df.tail 2, and if you want to get the summary of the data frame, you can go for df.info. So these are the websites that you can see more details about pandas, and that's about pandas for the day. Thank you.